Have you seen the latest to do with this digital ID that Starmer's pushing? It's getting really ridiculous. You remember the original purpose that he supposedly came out with, and he said that it will help curb illegal migration into this country. Yeah, right. Of course, we knew that that was a load of nonsense. And one of the things he said as well is that it will prevent illegal working in this country. You know, to work legally in the United Kingdom, but you need a national insurance number. I've got a national insurance number. It's something that was ingrained into me. I could recite it to you right now. Obviously, I'm not going to. And anybody that comes into the country needs a national insurance number, a right to work. You don't need a digital ID. What people have to realise is that if you allow this to happen, then every aspect of your life will be tied into this digital ID. Hell, you won't be able to fart without asking permission. You might have to log on and have your gas quota updated or something. I obviously talk in jest, but that's the kind of thing. It's ridiculous. You look at other countries. One of the ones that I did a video on recently was the United Arab Emirates. And they have a ID card scheme where you literally can't function as a member of society unless you have a digital ID. I think they call it the Emirates card or Emirates ID or something like that. Your banking is tied to it. Your housing is tied to it. Your medical is tied to it. Your schooling is tied to it. Your employment's tied to it. Literally every aspect of your life. If you went to open up a bank account, for example, they want to see your ID. China is another place. Technological marvel all over the place, but they have a digital ID. And there's a couple of other countries that have come online as well. They want to spread this all the way through the globe because they want centralized control. That's what this is all about, centralized control. They get that. They've got the populace right where they want them. And that alone is why we have to say no. There are various things that you have to realise, and all of these rules and legislation and everything else is being applied at a United Kingdom level, a unitary state level, and being applied to everyone else. And effectively, of course, what you get is a system of law overlaid everything, trying to bypass common law, for example. It really is disgraceful. And all of this, by the way, is against our common law rights. Us as English, Welsh, Northern Irish, for example, and the Scottish by a claim of right. We can't allow this to happen. It is illegal under a constitution that's not being enforced. Now, one thing that Starmer's come out with over the last 24 hours or so is this little tweet here. And again, it shows what the true motive is. In this case, he's saying that he heard of two people that bought a house and they had to pay to prove who they are. And with digital ID, the cost is gone. It takes seconds. What a load of old bollocks. The frightening thing is people will fall for this. There was another example as well where he said about somebody had to prove something or other, and instead of rooting around for a utility bill, they could do it in seconds with digital ID. Again, what a load of bollocks. You can see how much he's pushing this. And the petition that came out, the petition with, millions of people who turned around and said, no, we don't want it. Yet the government ignored it. Yet the government are pushing through with it. It's very clear. Under the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, we have the right to petition the government without fear of recourse for anything that we're not happy with. And the process is very clear. You petition the government, they fob you off. You petition the monarch, fobs you off. If that happens, there's only one solution to it. None of us want to go there, believe you me. But all we can do en masse is say, No, we're not having it. You look at all the rhetoric, you look at everything that's coming out. All the little excuses, all the little drop comments about, oh, this is good, blah, blah. It's rubbish. It is all about state control. State control. Once they get that, your life as you know it is over. Everything, everyone, everywhere will not be able to do anything without permission from the state. That much is clear, and that much is what needs to be spread about. Awareness needs to be spread about. Your friends, your family, your mothers, your fathers, your sons, your daughters, everybody needs to know. You know the frightening thing as well? This has been going on for probably at least the last 20 years. The smartphone that I'm using to record this video right now, for example, is loaded up with a load of apps, banking apps, messaging apps, social media apps. It's all apps, all things to make our lives more convenient. And they've been doing this right under our nose for the last 20 years at least. And then do you realise, finally, when it comes to this point, oh, look at how convenient your lives are. Let's just chuck this digital ID card in. Yeah, there you go. They've been setting us up. Look at the Fabian Society. Wolf in sheep's clothing is their logo. Do you see where all this is going? Slowly and surely, piece by piece. We've been stitched up good and proper. We really have. What people have to understand and what people have to realise is a lot of our rights and a lot of our ability to turn around and say no has been hidden from us for probably the better part of 50 years. And it's about time that people started educating themselves about what they are allowed to do, what they're not allowed to do, and really the limits of government. That's very important, the limits of government, because like I said in the council tax video previously to this, they have no limits, or they feel they don't. We need to start reclaiming our birthright. We need to start looking after ourselves, and we need to start realising what is actually going on and doing something about it. You know, people are very much of we're a union. We need to stick together. We're not. We're English, we're Scottish, we're Welsh, we're Northern Irish. There was a union before the Acts of Union. It worked. So we've been in a union for a long time, and as all those folks, we do need to stick together. Otherwise, beggars belief what the alternative is. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share me on your socials. I look forward to talking to you soon. Toodaloo.